Theseus, the Duke of Athens. And this is my beautiful bride, Hippolyta. And then our other two lovers are Lysander and Hermia, played by Damon and Sarah. Raise your hand, Damon and Sarah. There's one couple who just got married. And then we have Demetrius and Helena, played by Bryson and Kaylee. Bryson and Kaylee. There's our other set of lovers. And then we have also in the court is Philostrate, who is kind of the wedding planner. And Philostrate, played by Emily, was the one who gathered up ideas for entertaining the Duke and the other people in the wedding party. So our actors are played by Quince is kind of the leader of the actors. He's the one who directed the play, and that was going to be Luke, but Luke is sick. So Chris has very kindly offered to take the role of the prologue of Quince. Pyramus is the brave hero, and Pyramus is played by Josh. And the brave hero is in love with a beautiful lady, and her name is Thisbe. Now, I have to tell you, this is really important to know. In Shakespeare's time, there were no actresses. All of the girls' parts were played by boys who were learning to be actors. So this is very fitting that Matt is taking the part of Thisbe. We're doing it the Shakespearean way. The two lovers are separated by a big wall, and our wall is played by Nathan. And Thisbe is threatened by a lion, and Ryan is the lion. And they're looked over, the whole scene is looked over by Moonshine, played by Hardaway. And back in Shakespeare's days, these were symbols of the moon, a thorn bush and a dog and a lantern. So these are all things in the moon. Now, at the very end of the play, when all the lovers go off to celebrate their wedding, then the room is filled with fairies. And the fairies were very important earlier in the play because they caused all kinds of mischief. Earlier in the play, poor Bottom, who is Pyramus, was turned into a donkey for a while. So it's a very funny play. It gets very complicated. But the fairies come in at the end to put their blessings on the household, since there are all these new brides and grooms in the house. So the fairies are played by Damon, is playing Oberon, the king of the fairies. Cece is Titania, the queen of the fairies. And Puck Goodfellow, or Robin Goodfellow, who's also known as Puck, is also Chris. So Chris and Damon are playing dual roles today. So, okay. So we're going to get started. So Pyramus and Thisbe actors, over into your places, please.
I feel so bad for the guy.
One more
Voice on Kristen.
We read the play, but we've only practiced this 2 times. So you're going to be getting still a sort of a play in progress, but we'll do the best that we can. Okay. Here come the lovers, full of joy and mirth. Joy, gentle friends. Joy and fresh days of love accompany your hearts.
More than to us. Wait in your royal walks to the Lord of the
Come now, what masks, what dances shall we have to wear away this long age of 3 hours between our after supper and bedtime? Where is our usual manager of mirth? What revels are at hand? Is there no play to ease the anguish of a torturing hour? Call Philostrate.
Here, mighty Theseus.
Say what abridgment you have for this evening. What math? What music? How shall we beguile this lazy time, if not with some delight?
There is a brief. How many sports are right? Make choice of which your highness will see first.
The battle with the centaurs, to be sung by an Athenian eunuch to the harp. Will none of that. That have I told my love in glory of my kinsman Hercules. The riot of the tipsy bacchanals, tearing the Thracian singer in their rage. That is an old device. And it was played when I from Thebes last came a conqueror. The thrice three muses mourning for the death of learning, late deceased in beggary. That is some satire, keen and critical, not sorting with a wedding ceremony. A tedious, brief scene of young Pyramus and his love Thisbe. Very tragical mirth. Merry and tragical? Tedious and brief? This is hot ice and wondrous, strange snow. How shall we find concord of this discord?
A play there is, my lord, some 10 words long, which is as brief as I have known a play. But by 10 words, my lord, it is too long, which makes it tedious. For in all the play there is not one word act, one play or figure, and tragical, my noble lord, it is, for Pyramus therein doth kill himself, which when I saw rehearsed, I must confess, made mine eyes water, but more merry tears, the passion of loud laughter never shed.
Well, what are they that do play it?
Hard-handed men that work in Athens here, which never labored in their minds till now, and now have toiled their unbreathed memories with the same play against your minstrel.
And we will hear it.
No, my noble lord, it is not for you. You have heard it over, and it is nothing in the world, unless you can find sport in their intents, extremely stretched and calmed with cruel pain to do you service.
I will hear that play, for never anything can be amiss when simpleness and duty tender it. Go bring them in, Philostrate, and take your places, ladies.
I love not to see wretchedness overcharged and duty in his service perishing.
Why, gentle sweet, you shall see no such thing.
He says they can do nothing in this kind.
The kind are we to give them thanks for nothing. Our sport shall be to take what they mistake, and what poor duty cannot do, noble respect takes it in might, not merit.
So please, your grace, prologue is addressed.
Let him approach.
If we offend you, it is with our goodwill. That you shall think we come not to offend, but with goodwill, to show our simple skill, that is the true beginning of our end. Consider then, we come but in despite. We do not come as minding to contest you. Our true intent is, all for your delight, we are not here, that you should here repent you. The actors are at hand, and by their show, you shall know all that you know that you would like to know.
This fellow doth not stand upon points.
He hath reared his prologue like a rough colt. He who is not fairly stopped. A good mortal, my lord. It is not enough to speak, but to speak truth. Indeed, he hath played on prologue like a child on recorder. A sound, but not without words.
His speech was like a tangled chain, nothing impaired, but all disordered. Who is next? Take it slow.
Simples perchance you wonder at the show, but wonder on, till truth make all things plain. This man is Pyramus. If he will know, this beautiful lady Thisbe is concerned. This man with lime and rough cusk doth present. Wall, this vile wall, which did these lovers sunder. And though walls chink, poor souls, they are content to whisper at the wits, let no man wonder. This man with lanthorn, dog and bush of thorn, present moonshine. For if you will know, by moonshine did not lovers think no scorn to meet at Nini's tomb. There to woo, their goodly beasts which lion by name. The trusty Thisbe, coming first by night, did scare away, or rather did affright. And as she fled, her mantle fell. She did fall, with lion vile and bloody mouth did stain. And then comes Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, and find his trusty Thisbe mantle slain. Whereout with blade the bloody flame from blood, he bravely roasts his boiling bloody breath, and Thisbe twirling in the mulberry shade. His dagger drew and died, for all the rest, let lion moonshine and lover strain at large, while they do remain.
I wonder if the lion be to speak.
No wonder, my lord. One line on many asses speak.
In this same interlude it doth befall that I, one snout by name, present a wall. And a wall, as you would have you think, had a cranny hole or chink, through which the lovers, Pyramus and Thisbe, did whisper often very secretly, this alone, this rough cast, this stone doth show, that I, that same wall, the truth is so. And that cranny is right and sinister, through which the fearful lovers are to whisper.
Would you desire Lyman Hare to speak better?
It is the wittiest partition that I've heard discourse, my lord.
Pyramus draws near the wall. Silence.
Oh, grim little night, oh night with hue so black, oh night, whichever art when day is not, oh night, alack, alack, alack. I fear my Thisbe's promises forgotten, and thou, O wall, O sweet, O lovely wall, that stands between her father's ground and mine, thou wall, O sweet, O and lovely wall, show me thy chink to blink through with mine eye. Thanks, courteous wall, Jove shield thee well for this, but what I see, no Thisbe do I see, O wicked wall through whom I see no bliss, cursed be thy stone for thus deceiving me.
The wall, methinks, being sensible, should curse again.
No, in truth, Larry, he should not. Deceiving me is Thisbe's king. She is to enter now, and I am to spy her through the wall. You shall see, it will fall pat as I told you. Yonder she comes.
O wall, full often hast thou heard my moans, for parting my fair Pyramus and me. My cherry lips have often kissed thy stones with lime and hair knit up in thee.
I see a voice. Now will I to the chink, to spy, and I can hear my Thisbe's face. Thisbe?
My love thou art, my love, I think.
Think what thou wilt. I am thy lover's grace, and like Lymander am I trusty still.
And I like Helen till the fates me kill.
Not Shaphalus to Procrus was so true.
Not Shaphalus to Procrus, I to you.
Oh, kiss me through this hole in the vial.
I kiss the wall's hole, not your lips at all.
Wilt thou at Ninny's tomb meet me straight away?
Tide life, tide death, I come without delay.
Thus have I, wall, my part discharged so, and, being done, thus wall awaited good.
Now is the mural down between the two neighbors.
Normandy, my lord. Windwall was so willful to hear without word.
This is the silly stuff ever I heard.
The best in this kind are but shadows, and the worst are no worse if imagination amend them.
It must be your imagination then, and not theirs.
If we imagine no worse of them than they of themselves, they may pass for excellent men. Here come two noble beasts in, a man and a lion.
You, ladies, you whose gentle hearts do fear the smallest monstrous mouse that creeps on floor, may now perchance both quake and tremble here, when lion rough and wildest rage doth roar. Then know that I snug the joiner, and my lion fell, else no lion stands. For if I should as lion come in strife into this place, for pity on my life.
A very gentle beast, a very good conscience.
The very best of the beast, my lord, that I ever saw.
The lion is a very fox for his valor.
True.
And the goose for his discretion.
Not so, my lady, for his valor cannot carry his discretion, and the fox carries the goose.
His discretion, I am sure, cannot carry his valor, for the goose carries not the fox. It is well. Let us leave it to his discretion and listen to the moon.
This lantern doth the horn moon present.
He should have worn the horns on his head.
He is no crescent, and his horns are invisible within the circumference.
This lantern doth the horn moon present. Myself the man in the moon do seem to be.
This is the greatest error of all the rest. The man should be put in the lantern. How else is it the man in the moon?
He dares not come forth there for the candle. For you see, it is already in snuff.
I am wary of this moon. What would he change?
It appears by his small aid of discretion that he is in the wane. And yet in courtesy, in all reason, we must stay the time.
Proceed, moon. All that I have to say is to tell you that the lantern is the moon, I the man in the moon, this thorn bush my thorn bush, and this dog my dog.
Why, all these should be in the lantern, for all of these are in the moon. But silence, here comes this.
This This is old Minnie's tune, but where is my love?
Roar!
Well roared, Lion.
Well run, Thisbe.
Well shone, moon, for truly the moon shines with a good grace.
Well moused, Lion.
And then came Pyramus.
And so the lion vanished.
Sweet moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. I thank thee, moon, for shining now so bright. For by thy gracious golden glittering gleams, I trust to take of truest Thisbe's sight. But say, O spite, by mark, poor night, what dreadful dole is here? Eyes, do you see? How can it be? O dainty duck, oh dear, thy mantle, good, what, stained with blood? Approach ye furious well, O fate, come, come, cut thread and drum, quail, crush, conclude with blood.
This passion and the death of a dear friend would go near to make a man look sad.
Beshrew my heart, but I pity the man.
O wherefore, nature, didst thou lion's frame? Since lion vile hath here deflowered my dear, which is no good, which was the fairest dame, that lived, that loved, that liked, that looked with cheer. Come, tears confound, out swords and wound, the pack of Pyramus. I, that love path, where heart does pop. Thus die I, thus. Now am I dead, now am I fled, my soul is in the sky, tongue lose thy light, moon take thy flight, now die.
No die, but an ace for him, for he is but one.
Less than an eighth man, for he is dead. He is nothing.
With the help of a surgeon, he may yet recover and prove an ass.
How chance moonshine is gone before Thisbe comes back and finds her lover?
She will find him by starlight. Here she comes, and her passion ends the play.
Methinks she should not use a long one for such a pyramus. I hope she will use it brief.
Noble for the bound, which Pyramus, which Thisbe is the better. He for a man, God warn us. She for a woman, God bless us.
She hath spied him already with her sweet eyes.
And thus she moans, of course.
Asleep, my love. What? Dead, my dove? Oh, Pyramus, arise! Speak, speak! Quite dumb. Dead, dead, a tomb must cover thy sweet eyes. These lily lips, this cherry nose, these yellow cowslip cheeks are gone, are gone! Lovers make moan. His eyes were green as leeks. Oh, sisters three, come, come to me, with hands as pale as milk. Lay them in gore, since you have shored with shears his thread of silk. Tongue not a word, come, trusty sword. And farewell, friends, thus this be ends. Adieu, adieu, adieu.
Moonshine and Lion are left to bury the dead.
I am your
No, assure you, the wall is down that parted their fathers. Will it please you to see the epilogue, or to hear a burgomass dance between two of our company?
No epilogue, I pray you, for your play needs no excuse. Never excuse, for when the players are all dead, there needs none to be blamed. Marry, if he that had writ it had played Pyramus and hanged himself in Thisbe's garter, it would have been a fine tragedy. And so it is truly, and very notably discharged. But come, your burgomask, let your epilogue alone. The iron tongue of midnight hath told 12. Lovers, to bed. 'Tis almost fairy time. I fear we shall outsleep the coming morn, as much as we this night have overwatched this palpable gross play, hath well beguiled the heavy gate of night. Sweet friends, to bed. A fortnight hold we this solemnity in nightly revels and new jollity.
And for night, that the graves all baking ride. Every one left forth the sprite, and the church they pass to glide, and we fairies that do run by the triple head pig's team, by the presence of the sun, following darkness like a dream, are now our frolic, on a mouse, shall serve the hollowed house. house. I am sent with brooms before to sweep dust from my floor.
Through the house do glimmering lights, by the dead and drowsy fire. Every elf and fairy sprite hop as light and bird from briar. And this ditty after we sing and dance it tripling.
First you rehearse your song by rote, to each word a warbling note. Hand in hand with fairy grace, we will sing and bless this place.
Trip away, make no stay, meet me all thy birthday.
If three shadows have offended, think with this as all is mended, that you are here, but slumber here, where the visions did appear, and this weak and idle theme, no more yielding but a dream. Gentles do not reprehend, if you pardon, we will mend, and I am honest love, if we have unearthed love, now to escape the serpent's tongue, we still have to amend ere long. Alice called a liar call, so good night unto you all. Give ye a hand to be our friends, and Robin shall restore amends.
Thank you. You guys were a great audience. We appreciate you taking the time to watch our little play. Like I said, with only 2 rehearsals, we didn't have it memorized and we could have done a lot more with it, but I think they just did an incredible job with 2 rehearsals. I have a little something for my actors.
I want to thank Mrs. Kerr, and I think that our actors might want to thank Mrs. Kerr. Have you guys had an incredible time?
Thank you.
Mrs. Kerr has done this for me several times, and she does an amazing job. She is the Shakespeare expert. She is an amazing teacher, has taught lots and lots of kiddos, and she said this group was an awesome group to work with.
They were a really awesome group.
Thank you, Ms. Kerr.
Thank you. Okay. So I have a little something for my actors because they worked really hard and they did really do an incredible job. Kaylee, there you are. These are great colors. Cece.
Thank you. Yay.